Just over a year ago, I made a review on the Tenways CGO600. It was one of the first electric bikes for me to really get excited about. That video has gone viral. It's now onto 400,000 views and counting on YouTube. Now fast forward 1 year and Tenways have gotten back in touch with me to let me know that they have an updated version. This is the CGO600 Pro. And I'm very intrigued to see if this facelifted baddie lives up to the hype. Let's find out.
The frame is made from a hardy 6061 aerospace aluminium and comes in 3 different sizes ranging from medium to extra large depending on your height. In line with EU regulation, I have the 250 rear hub motor version which can punch out 40 Newton meters of torque to get you off at the traffic lights and up those inclines. Top speed for the EU version is 15.5 miles per hour, but that does go up to 20 miles per hour if you're eligible for the US spec. The Pro's battery is chunkier than its predecessor, packing 360 watt-hours with LG cells and is removable. Tenways claims a range of 100 kilometers or 62 miles, which I'll be putting to the test today. The Pro is single speed and equipped with a Gates carbon belt drive that can offer up to 30,000 kilometers of maintenance-free riding. The tyres are also puncture resistant, so you can ride with confidence. Hydraulic disc brakes, an integrated front light and aluminium alloy mudguards also come included. The Pro Plus has a net weight of 16 kg or 18 kilograms with its accessories like I have today. From the get-go, Tenways caught my eye from the beautiful selection of colours that they have, and the finish is just mwah.
Beautiful.
Now I had to go for the new avocado green as it's just as pretty in the metal as it is on the website. Max rider weight for all frames is 120 kilograms.
I know the Tenways CGO600 really well.
Show off.
So when this bad boy landed, it was so easy to get to grips with the updates and the modifications. Okay, ignore the camera equipment here, guys, plus phone holder. But when I first jumped on this bike, I really noticed the difference in fact that it just all looks just a little bit chunkier. So you've got the chunkier framing here, you've got a much bigger battery in the down tube, and the tyres, the width of them, are just that little bit thicker. But the Pro has kept the integrity of the Tenways drivetrain. The moment I jumped on this thing, it felt very familiar. Tenways have made a patented clutch hub motor to reduce friction, even when the bike is turned off. So Tenways claims that the clutch can provide up to 50% more gliding distance than other e-bikes. So I'm gonna be testing this out. I have ridden hundreds of electric bikes, so I can give a very experienced analysis of this bike behind me. I'm going to start off with no assist and work my way up through the different levels and see how it responds. Let's go. Always remember, guys, safety first, especially when you're going out into the crazy streets of London or any busy city. I've got a Lumos helmet here. If you want to know more information, I'll drop it down in the link below. Cannot recommend it enough. I use it every single day. All right, let's test out this resistance or lack of resistance according to Tenways. So I'm going to start off with the bike being off. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good to be fair. I mean, I know the bike is about 18 kg with everything added onto it, but it doesn't feel like a heavy bike. Yeah, actually I'm quite impressed with that. Let's turn it on. Right. Level 1 assist. I mean, instantly, it's picking me up to 12, 13, 15, 16 kilometers, 18, 19. It's taking that resistance off. Super lightweight, barely putting much work into this. Let's try level 2. Once again, it doesn't feel like that much of a difference between the first and here. So I'm already at 20, 22, 24, 25 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I mean, I can see that Tenways have worked really hard to make sure that despite this being a single speed, it's easy to push off on the go. Okay, starting stop, level 3 assist. I mean, yeah, that is just like, that's a breeze. An absolute breeze already, 22, 23, 25, and there is barely any resistance right there when you're at that top speed. Now, one of you lovely lot did ask me whether it's easy or not to push through 15.5 miles per hour, because I did find on the CGO600 that actually once you get to that top speed, it's really difficult to push through the resistance of the motor. I'd probably get up to about 27, maybe 28 kilometers an hour if I really tried. So let me try now. I'm gonna push right through, 15 kilometers, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25. Right, let's push through. Okay, I'm definitely getting the glutes. 26, 26, 26, come on, 27. Yes. Okay, I'm really trying there. That is like sprint mode. So if you're more capable in the glutes and the thighs, then you might be able to get a little bit more. But the key thing here is that this bike is designed to go at 15.5 miles per hour max, because that's what the legal limit is here in the UK and EU.
So in total, it is a touch easier to push through the 15.5 mile per hour limit than the original. I would say only marginally. So no gears does mean that you are at the whim of the cadence this bike provides. So that is something to keep in mind.
At the heart of the Tenways e-bikes is the combination of the Gates belt drive and the torque sensor. So in my previous video, I talked a lot about torque versus cadence. Now, if you aren't familiar with this, basically Tenways have set up what is a more sophisticated sensor in the motor to be able to measure how much force you're pushing down on the pedal when you cycle. So as you push more pressure down, as you want to go faster, the bike will pick up speed and it will feel really natural. It feels like a bionic extension of yourself. The cadence will have magnets in the crank that will measure the amount of rotations that are happening with the pedals, and it will respond to that. So it can feel a little bit more jerky when you are starting, but where I think torque and cadence can butt heads is when you're coming to a hill. Now, I am going to hill test this bike. I haven't actually ridden on a hill yet, so I'm going to do that first experience with you guys. All right, everybody, you know what time it is. It's time
to face
the hill test. I'm looking forward to seeing how this bike does. So we know it has 40 Newton meters of torque that punches out the motor. So let's see how that responds when I go up a pretty decent hill. Let's go. Getting up to a nice swift speed. Okay, so I'm doing 17 kilometers per hour. I mean, look, I'm climbing this absolutely fine, putting a bit of weight through my leg, glutes, quads activating, but I'm still sat down. As we get to the top of the hill, it's getting a little bit steeper, a bit more push going through the legs, and the hill is flattening out. Obviously, I am breathing a little bit heavier.
Yeah, no sh**.
There was, of course, a little bit of work being done there, but for a single belt and no gears, absolutely manageable, that hill. Not a problem whatsoever. Right, I'm gonna go back down the hill. I'm just gonna show you the brakes. As you can see, just gently tapping on those brakes and they're responding beautifully. I'm gonna go up this hill one more time. I'm actually gonna do like a stop start up the hill just so you guys get a really good feel for it. Right, I'm already on the incline. I'll try and read you the speed that I'm going at as well. Right, let's do this. Okay, so already quite a bit of effort going through the legs. 11 kilometers, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think my average speed up these hills is probably about 18. Yeah, we're on 18 now. So the thing with this bike, obviously it's 18 kilograms with everything included. Actually more at the moment because I've got all my kit on, but that motor is taking a lot of that weight off for you. So it just kind of feels like you're pedaling an analog bike up a hill, to be honest. Now, having no gears does mean that you're at the whim of the cadence that this bike can allow because of that belt drive. But I would say if you live somewhere that is pretty hilly, if you're up for getting a bit of a workout while going up hills, then this could be a great choice. If you prefer having that flexibility with gears, I'd probably recommend maybe going for something with gears instead. It's good to have that flexibility if you have a lot of differing terrain. But if you live in a place like London, like me, and you've got pretty flat terrain, this bike absolutely sings. All right, hill test done. By the way, guys, if you found any of this at all useful, whether it be the hill test or even the real world range test or any of the information in this video today, please do make sure to hit that like button. It really does help get this video out to more people like yourselves who want to know this information, and it just makes me feel a little bit better about myself. What are you up to?
Camera.
It is a camera. Just say hi.
No.
I'm filming with my bike.
Does it make you fast?
Does it make me fast? It makes me really fast. It makes me super fast.
Like the Sonic?
Like Sonic, yeah, like Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, and Flash. Maybe not as quick as them, but I think quite close.
You have Prime.
I've got Prime, yeah.
You have the blue one, white one, red one.
Blue, white, red one? Oh wait, what do you mean? Welcome to British summer, everyone. I think as it's piddling down with rain, I thought this is actually a good opportunity to give you a quick look at the OLED display. All right, you lot, please don't judge me. I know that this bike is on 5% battery, but I am doing a real world range test, so results are clearly going to be imminent. So first up, of course, you've got your battery up here, you have your speedometer, and right here, this is the amount of kilometers I've racked up on this bike, plus other people in the studio as well. And down here at the bottom is your PAS, so that is your pedal assist system. So you've got 1, 2, 3 levels of assist. Now you can also switch up the view, so you've got your average, you've got your max kilometers an hour, and obviously, like I said, the trip comes up there as well.
One really cool addition to the Tenways bikes is they all come equipped with a 4-digit password, so you can only unlock the electric assist with your unique code, which you can set up when you get your bike.
This is telling me that I've got 3 kilometers left on the range, which is interesting. So apparently in total I've done 236 kilometers. That's me and others in the studio, and that is everything to see. Right everyone, it's looking dry, so I'm gonna get back out on the roads and ride this bike right to the end of its electric life. So just bearing in mind with this range test, I have kept this bike in level 3 assist the whole time. So this is the max amount of assist consistently. How much range do you get? Because let's be real, most people ride with max assist most of the time. Actually, whilst going over these speed bumps, there is something that I do want to note as well. You can feel the impact of speed bumps a bit more than I would like when you're going over them. You kind of need to lift yourself off the seat a bit. And I think that's because this bike is a little bit weightier than its predecessor. You know, it is about 18 kg in total. And because there is no suspension in the front or the back, it can mean that you do just sort of feel the impact. I've actually had to change the saddle on this bike as well, and that in combination with hitting a pothole and I've not quite noticed it's there does mean that I've had a few painful encounters. But overall, I've changed the saddle, it's much better now. You just need to make sure that you are ready to take on the speed bumps and kind of soak up the impact yourself rather than the bike, because the bike's not going to do it for you.
Having spent a little bit more time with this bike, I have been able to take it onto grassy terrain and onto towpaths. It still manages pretty well. I think the key thing here is that because there is no shock absorption, the tarmac really is where this bike is happiest.
Right guys, I am on 2% battery. So whilst I finish off my range test, just a really quick note, I know that one of you guys was asking if you can fit a child seat to the Pro. I asked Tenways about this and they said yes, you can. You can fit a child seat and the max load is 25 kg. So there you go, good to know. It's really nice to see that although I am on 2% battery, oh no, 1% battery, this bike is giving me max assist still. The level of assist has not dropped in any way. They haven't sneakily put it down to a more eco-friendly mode. It is still giving me the exact same amount, so props to Tenways for that. I'm on 1%.
Okay, it's happening.
Oh my God, it says 0, but we're still going. Okay, this is the bike giving me the warning sign. It's over, girl. Turn back. Oh, okay. There we go. The screen's off. It's gone. It's gone. Guys, let's work out the range right here and now. The total kilometers of range that I got, bearing in mind I weigh 62 kg. I have been riding solely on flat terrain. There's been minimal inclines. Drum roll. 63.9 kilometers. There you go guys, that's the real world range. Bearing in mind I did ride the whole time on level 3 assist, that is max assist, so that really is the bike putting all of its energy this whole time. You get 64 kilometers. If you were to reduce this to a level 2, even level 1, you are going to get more.
If you're interested in the 600 Pro or the 600, make sure to use the links in the description below to get the best available price on both bikes.
Right, we're back in the studio and I'm going to show you guys the removable battery. So there we go, should pop just like that, and you can just slide the battery out. Obviously you can charge the bike with the battery integrated into it as well if you want, but the great thing about this, if you want to be charging up in the office and you need to leave your bike somewhere else, you can obviously just pop it over to charge your desk like I'm going to do now. Very messy desk, apologies. But here we go, pop it in. It's pretty diddy as well, I mean, compared to having a bike in the office. So this is a really great way of charging up on the go. Having a removable battery means that not only can you charge it on the go, but it also means that it is a really great security feature. So if you should need to look up your bike out in public at any point, you're able to take the battery with you, which is obviously what makes the e-bike work. So if you're taking that key component with you, it's going to be way less of a target for thieves, and obviously theft still does happen, so it's all about being savvy. I personally keep my bikes up in my flat because I just don't trust the streets of London, to be honest with you. But I know a few of you have been asking about what is the best bike lock to use and how is the best way to lock up your bike should you need to do it in public, so I will be covering that in a different video. That video will be coming out soon, so make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you stay up to date with all of our content.
Just FYI, you've got a 2-year warranty period with the battery, so that can be replaced at no cost to you if it's found to be faulty within that time period. After the warranty ends, replacement batteries can be purchased through Tenways.
I can imagine that a fair few of you watching this may already own the 600 and wondering, Ayla, should I upgrade to the Pro? Or maybe you're just in the market for a new electric bike and you're thinking maybe the Pro is the one, or even the 600 because it's a little bit cheaper. Well, I'm here to tell you all the information you need to know to make that decision for yourself. Just to make it clear, Tenways have claimed that they've taken all their customer feedback and made moderations and updates into the new Pro. So this is essentially an updated, tweaked version of this one. But let me run through the differences. First up, the battery is bigger on the Pro and it is, of course, removable. There's also an integrated front light, which I think looks really nice. The Pro also has a quick release seat post adjustment setting. Now, tire width on the Pro is also 2mm wider, and that means just a little bit more traction. The Pro also comes with aluminium mudguards, which are of course more durable than the 600's plastic. The Pro does weigh a touch more than the 600, so that is something to bear in mind if you have a lot of stairs to climb or a lot of lifting is needed when using this bike. So it's clear that Tenways have done a few more updates with the Pro. Now, some of you out there might be saying that the removable battery is a no-brainer, that is a be-all and end-all, so therefore go for the Pro. There are just minor tweaks between the two, so it just depends what you are after. The choice is yours. I do not know your situation, so I cannot really comment, but I hope the information I've given to you guys today helps you in your journey of finding your new or updated electric bike. Usually when I'm trying out new electric bikes, it can take a while to get a feel for them, to understand them, to really know how the bike works. But having had so much experience with the 600, having the Pro being sent over by Tenways obviously was the easiest review I've ever had to do, because there wasn't really much to it. I knew the bike already, and getting to know the Pro has been great. And thank you Tenways for sending that over to us. And if anybody has any questions about the bikes, make sure to drop it down in the comment below. I'll be very happy to answer questions for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have gotten any helpful information out of this, please do make sure to hit that like button, because it really does help push this video out to more people who need the information just like you guys. All right, I'm gonna sign off here. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, great evening wherever you are, and I'll catch you for the next one. Mwah.